And we are live. Howdy, folks. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever. Doesn't matter where you are. It's always a good something. So, here's another Q. Oh, I forgot to write Q&A. Darn it. I just wrote Saturday Night Live. I forgot to write it. It's a Q&A. It's a live, but it's all you. You ask the questions. I ask questions back. I give no answers. Nothing. Let me go here on my videos and so I can read the comments. Very good. I'm going to pop a cold one. Hopefully I'll be okay during the whole video. I think I'll be okay. Feeling good. So who do we have here? Lincoln Hawk says, hi Lewis, how you doing, Lincoln? Gregory Watkins says, hi Lewis, how you doing, Gregory? WHB Junior, good evening. Good evening, Junior. Alice Green says, hi, how you doing, Alice? Cecilia Flores, hello Lewis, beard looks good, it's growing back. I've been feeling naked without my beard, so yeah, good thing it's growing back. Kevin, hey, just checking in quick, working at Giant Supermarket, I'm assuming. Jerry, Lewis, how come you are not watching football tonight? Jerry, have you forgotten what I said about football? Holy darn it. I shouldn't have popped this open. It's not going to be fun. I don't watch football. None. Mark Williams, evening, Indy here. Mark is in Indy. Dina McBride, beard is getting better. It's growing a little bit. You know, it's take a couple more weeks to get back. I've really been missing my beard, so. Giant food stores, yes, I've shopped there before. Refresh me, Giant food stores only, I know they're in Pennsylvania. I think they're also in New Jersey, I'm not sure. Giant and Stop and Shop. I think it's Stop and Shop. They're like the same store, I think. Husky's life is a breeze. You folks got to make those names more concise so I can say them better. It's too long. Husky's life is a breeze. I guess not. Hello from Cali. How you doing? Husky's life is a breeze. It's not a breeze for me to say it. Jerry Minchie says, I don't watch pro football, but I like college games. I don't watch football. I used to watch football a lot, and you know, in the end, it's a waste of time. That's how I feel. Oh, this is so cold. All by the power of the sun. Super cold. Ooh. And it's not even at the bottom. Imagine if this was at the bottom. It'd be even super, super colder. Gregory says, I call Stop and Shop, Stop and Rob you, they rob you. Stop and Shop, look, you know what, you want to know what happened to me? Stop and Shop. By the way, how's the image quality? How is the image quality? How is it? Good? Anybody? Anybody here? Anybody? Quick, just type quick. Image quality, good? Okay, good. What was I saying? Oh, many years ago, Did I have my van? I don't remember if I had my van. So this was probably before 2014. I don't think I had my van. Um, so I stopped at a Stop and Shop in northern New Jersey, and I bought a whole bunch of stuff, and then I forgot most of it in the shopping cart. I don't know what happened. I just forgot it. And when I got to my parents' house, I'm looking at the groceries. I'm like, wait a minute, where's that thing and where's that thing? So I was like almost an hour away from that Stop and Shop. So I called them up and I told them what happened. And they said, listen, don't worry about it. When you have a chance, come back and then tell us what you were missing in a receipt, and then we'll give you everything back. So the next weekend, I went back there. I told them what I was missing, and they gave me everything that I was missing on a receipt. So I shouldn't have had this, but I was thirsty. Now I'm burping. So if you hear me burp, it's not because I want to burp. It's the stuff. All right. David Stephenson, hi from Denver. How you doing, David? Husky says, after watching you, now my wife wants to move into a van. Hey, don't blame me. I just make videos. I pretend I live in a van. I'm really in my house studio. So it is what it is, you know. If she believes it, hey, I'm doing a good job here. My studio is really good, really good. Forrest Stinnett, how many watts of solar do you have? Forrest, how many years have you been watching me? You still don't remember getting amnesia? Talking about getting amnesia and getting older. How? Just bear with me. Well, let me answer your question. Since this is a Q&A, even though I forgot to put it in the title, it's a Q&A, and it's not about me, it's about you folks. So I have 325 watts of solar power. Although, if my batteries are really low, and if I'm not talking too loud, it's because I'm at my spot for the night, at my hotel / studio, because my whole van is a studio. So I can't talk too loud. So hopefully this is good sound. Does it sound good the way I'm talking right now? Because I'm not shouting, I'm just talking normally. Actually, maybe less than normal. So I'm the Q, how's the relay? Quentin said. So somebody tell me about that. Sounds good. Okay, very good. Amnesia. I'm getting amnesia now. What was I saying? Oh, if my batteries are really low, I've seen my solar panel, which is only 325 watts. It gave me over 350 watts. I think I saw 355 one time or something like that. I was like really amazed the first time I saw that. I'm like, what? And then it has done it a few other times, so. Shh. 1 second. I don't think they can hear me. There's a train outside, so. So, talk about getting older. I've noticed a few times that I'm like, I mean, I can see, I guess I already gave it away about my vision. I can see very well. I can see small letters, something small. I need something small. I don't have anything small. Okay, I still have this coffee. I haven't used it again, but I don't know what to do with it, so I still have it. Maybe I'll give it to Lydia. Oh, but she doesn't drink this coffee. She drinks decaf. So, I mean, can you see these tiny letters over here? I can read that, okay? I can read that with no problem. It says, if you are not completely satisfied with this Kirkland signature product, your money will be refunded. Oh, there we go. I can return this tomorrow. I'll tell them I didn't like it. I guess I gotta remove this first. Okay, I'll do that tomorrow. So I can read that fine, right? But a few times, like if I go like this, so this is like, you know, like this distance, I can read it. So if I bring it a little closer, like this, so it's just a little further away than my pinky over there, it starts to get a little bit fuzzy. And I've noticed that a few times, and I'm like, why can't I, so anyway, I thought I might need glasses or something. So I got myself my first prescription. Well, this is not prescription. What is this? Like the stuff you get at the store. It's no prescription. It's just, I forget what it's called. Darn it. I forget what it's called. So I got myself a pair of glasses. And see, now I can read fine closer to my nose. You know, I'm like that far away, and now I can read it. Like this, I have a hard time, but it goes out of focus. But if I go like this, I can read fine. So, what does that mean? Does that mean I need glasses? And this is just the 1-0, like the first, whatever you call it. So, I don't know. What do you folks think? Does that mean I need glasses? Because I can read fine, but when it gets a little closer, like, so if I was reading a book, you know, I usually have the book at this, I don't know. I got these, they were cheap, so just in case I need them. All right, back to your questions. Enough of my stuff. Where was I? Porky says, I'd rather you burp than fart. I can arrange for all of it. Well, second thought, better not. I'll stick with the burping. Arkansas Mike, how you doing, Arkansas Mike? Quentin says, Quentin Fruge, I always forget. Fruge. Did going to the RV show give you the fever to buy an RV? No. I've been to other RV shows down in Florida, in Tampa, and I mean, not really. I love my van. I mean, I wish I could stand up, but all those vans that I see there, I don't see anything that I really like. I mean, they have some nice stuff, and there's some good ideas. You know, there's some in like some of the stuff that they have. Some of the things that I like, for example, the LCD screens for for the solar control stuff. I really like that. My only concern is if power goes out, if something happens to the LCD, then I can't control anything, but I like that. I like some of the hardware, some of the hinges to open the doors, some of the stuff that makes it lock, you know, the push button. You push the button and it locks it in place, so I like that. So some of the things I like, and I could buy some of that for my future van, because in this van, this is what I got. You know, I got these handles, but for the future, I might get something like that, because I push in and it locks, and then you push again, and then it opens, and then you just pull it. So I like that. But as far as buying an RV, not really. I mean, if I was going to buy one, and if it was like for two people, I probably would buy a Class C. Okay, I know they're not very well built, but like I mentioned in the video, some Class C's you can buy them for like $50,000, $60,000. A Class B will cost you about $100,000, you know, depending on the type. So there's a big difference right there. I mean, if I 60 versus 100,000, I save 40,000. I can use that to put solar panels and batteries and money to travel for a few years. So yeah, it's, oh, I got the burpees, sorry about that. So no, I mean, if one of you kind folks wants to buy me a brand new RV, I am not going to say no. I will not, absolutely not say no to it. Please feel free to buy me a Class A or a Class C or a Class B or a B plus or a Super C. I really don't care. I mean, go ahead and buy me one. I don't mind, not at all. But me buying one, nah. I mean, maybe in the future. I can't say never, but yeah, no. I like my van. Jonathan Pearson, what about the CCTV? Did you replace it yet? I have not replaced it. I still have all the cameras installed. Right now, none of them work. It's a good thing that I did not accept 2 cameras from those people, because they wanted to give me 2 cameras. Because at the time, only 2 didn't work. One was, you know, so-so, and one was less than so-so. But right now, a few months later, none of them work. So really, I haven't really looked well for different cameras. I've looked a little bit when I was in Florida, but then I lose my patience. It looks like everything is made in China. It doesn't matter where you go to look at cameras. So I'm really disappointed. And but if I find something that's reasonably priced and it works, and all I want is for it to work. Okay, these things were advertised as waterproof and meant to go on RVs and trucks. Obviously they're not waterproof, because all my cameras are full of water, so they don't work. So yeah, in the future I would love to buy those cameras. I would love to be in here and see who's around me, but I haven't been able to find anything that I like. So maybe in the future. Husky's Life says, it hit me at 40, and then it took me until 50 to get glasses. Yeah, I've been noticing that, you know, that I'm like trying to focus on something close, and it feels like I have a fog on my eyes. Like, I mean, I can see well. It just, when it's like closer, I lose. Anyway, I already talked about that. See, Quentin's only 41, and it started for him too. So I've always had good vision, but I don't know. Maybe my eyes are tired. I mean, it could be that at work, the machine I work with has the LCD screen for the GPS, and that's like in front of me. Maybe so I'm working here, so maybe more than an arm's length away. And when I'm grading, a lot of times I'm just looking at it because it tells me what my grade is. So I'm looking at that, and then I'm also looking at the contour of the terrain and how it is. So I'm looking as I go forward grading. I'm looking at it a lot of times, most of the day. So I don't know if that's affecting me or not. I mean, I did notice a little bit of eye strain, I guess, from looking at it. But it's not like it's a bright screen, you know. It's just a LED. Maybe it's made of LED, not LCD. So. Sean Riley, hello from Michigan, buddy. How you doing, Sean? Been in Michigan quite a few times. In fact, I am an official patrolsman of the Upper Peninsula, Upperland Border Patrol. Okay, if you see here, we protect our stuff. So I'm officially a Border Patrol agent. So whenever I go back there to the Upperland, I put this on, and I don't let any Canucks come across the border. No Canucks. Okay, I'll fold this later. Any more questions? Tony Montana from Montana. How's this image quality, by the way? Is this better than usual or no? No difference? So Tony Montana, Lewis, do you think you'll ever move into a house? Look, if I could know the future, then I would be God. And if I was God, then I wouldn't need anything else. So, but no, nobody can tell the future, right? We can't look forward into the future because we don't know if we have a future. We don't know if we have tomorrow. I don't know if I have the next minute. You know, anything can happen. So, as far as my thinking right now is no. You know, I don't want to get a house. I want to be living in a van, probably a bigger van in the future, or even an RV. I'm not against RVs. You know, with a little bit more comfort, being able to stand up. And yeah, I see myself getting older and just being able to have the freedom, especially in a year or two when I'm not working, to be able to go wherever I go. I mean, there's a lot of places I want to go. I want to go up to Alaska one day, and then I want to go across Canada, and so much to see in the U.S. So, yeah, I don't see myself getting a house. Somebody outside. Did you hear the door? Okay. Red Star 46 said, "Hey, bro, Lewis, looking good." Well, I mean, you talking about the beard? We're talking about me. I mean, I could do a commercial for Palm Springs. Hey, drink water. It makes you burp. I'm not going to burp. Don't worry about it. Quentin says, my vision, he didn't say vision, but I know, I guess my vision gets worse when I'm sleepy. Well, you're probably dreaming you can't see, so. They're still over here talking. I don't know if you can hear that. I don't think they can hear me because just recently over here at my job, a couple times we had to start at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. I've worked a couple Saturdays, I don't know many. And we had to start at 6 o'clock. And I told my neighbor, well, in case I forget, just ring the doorbell. I don't have a doorbell, but he was knocking. And I was telling him, okay, I know, I'm coming out. And he kept knocking. And I was over here at my vent, yelling loudly through my vent, and he couldn't hear me. So that's insulation pays off, but I still don't want to take it for granted. You never know. I should do a test though. I should do a test when I have my kids. I should do a test where, but I think I should do a test where I talk loud and they see if they can hear me. They're leaving now. Okay. It's all good. Red Star was referring to the face hair. Well, it is growing back. I missed my beard. I feel like I'm like, where's my mustache? I'm like, I feel naked, I feel different. I haven't seen my face in like more than 10 years, maybe 15 years or more. Yeah, probably the last time I shaved, I think my daughter was 6 months old or just a few months old. I don't remember shaving after that, so it's been a long time. Mark Williams asks, hey Lewis, do you know if Tim is available in Indiana? I have no idea. Here's one thing you can do to find out. Just, I don't know if you have an iPhone or if you have some other phone. Like if you have an iPhone, you can ask Siri for Tim Hortons near you. So if there's none, it's not going to tell you anything. So then you can ask for a Tim Hortons in Indiana. It's Indiana, right? Yeah. And then, but you're not far from Michigan. If you're in the south of Indiana, you're far from Michigan. But if you are close to Michigan, just drive over to Michigan or Ohio even, and they have Tim Hortons there, and that's where I got my coffee. I got my Timmy's from Tim Hortons over here in New Jersey. So. George Blake says, I'm sitting beside my van camping in the Arizona desert on BLM land right now. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool, George. I want to be doing that in a couple more months. I want to leave here and go out west. And I just want to be somewhere for a few days, just relaxing, and not having to worry about the time, not having to worry about nothing, just doing my own thing and just any more questions, folks? I'm going to finish my water. I think I got it. All right. Ricky J Sports. I'm a huge fan of you and your channel. How do you get internet service from your van? And what's your favorite spot to park the van to sleep? Okay. One of my favorite spots to sleep for the night is a hotel parking lot. Uh, I do it because, I mean, I could park anywhere. I could park on the street, but um, the reason I don't park on the street, and I haven't done it in many years. My preferred spot is a hotel parking lot, and that's because my van here is a little bit safer. You know, if I'm on a street, oh, excuse me, um, just the way my van looks, it looks like a work van. I could have somebody try to break in, and oh darn it, those bubbles, thinking there's tools in here. Um, I already had one that happened one time, and fortunately I was in here. If I wasn't in here, he would have broken in and taken. I mean, I don't have a lot of valuables in here, but I do have my camera, so he would have taken the camera and the computer. But yeah, so that's one of the reasons I don't park on the street. I park at a hotel parking lots. Usually there's plenty of parks available where I go to, and I like to park like underneath a light. Today somebody was already parked underneath the light, so I'm a few spaces away, but there's still light outside. And the reason I like to park under the light, not only there's more security with that because my van is lit, but when I have my fan on opened and I have the lighting here, the light is not shining through the vent on the outside. So even though I have the new cover on top, if I was parked in a dark spot and I had my lights in here on, um, if you're outside, like especially if you are uh, far enough from the van, you can see the light reflecting in there. So it's I like the fact that if I can park under the light, I will do that because of that. But I mean, sometimes you can't help it, so you just have to be a bit more stealthy. You know, I wouldn't have all these lights on. I would have maybe one light on very quickly and then go to bed and all that. So hotels are like some of my favorite places to. Wow, I have to clarify that while I'm working. Okay, when I'm not working, if I go out west, then my favorite places to park are not hotels or Walmarts, but anywhere that's free BLM land or national forest. So those are going to be my favorite places to park. So, but while I'm working, hotels, Walmarts, I've parked at Park and Rides. I did a job over here in New Jersey a few years ago at an airport, and I was there for a few months, and I parked. First I was parking at some hotels by work, but these hotels were like a little dark. They didn't have a lot of light, and I didn't like that. So I found this Park and Ride not close to work, and then I parked there every night for months and months. So and at the same time with work, I mean, I find nice hotels and I just go and park there, and all these years I never had a problem. But you have to be smart, okay? You can't go to the hotel and then go in and out of your van. You can't do that. So if you have pets, hotels are not going to work for you. I can tell you that. Unless your pet can hold it all night and you can get there and just go to sleep and then leave in the morning, then it's fine. But if you have to go in and out, then it's not good. I hope I answered your question. I mean, I just kept going, but I hope I answered the question that you asked. Edgar Sandoval, what do you think What do you still think of the Zero Breeze? I saw something of how it is a scam. Um, I don't think it's a scam. I think the product is okay. I mean, it didn't work for me, mainly because I think those no, they have the newer one that's supposedly better. So I haven't used the newer one. I don't know what it's like, but the one I used, the first model, that thing was designed primarily for camping. So when imagine that you are camping and you have the hose, um, you have the unit right against your 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 zipper door or whatever, right? So you can have the part that brings in cool air right there at the edge, and everything else on the outside. So you're not going to have the heat from the whole exhaust and from the unit itself inside your living space. Okay, you're only going to have the cool air. In my case, I couldn't do that. I had to have the unit in here, and it was just heating up too much the area that it was trying to cool. So for me, it didn't work. But it doesn't mean that it doesn't work for other people. So if you're living in a van and you want to buy that thing, unless you have enough power to power it, then I wouldn't recommend it. Now, if I had enough power, um, I could have done something else to make it work, but I just didn't have enough power. So, would I recommend it if you have enough power, or if you go tent camping, or if you can put it in your vehicle, if you can separate the front where the exhaust is from the back, and have just the front in your living space, then I guess it would work. Patricia, hi, I almost missed you. I was out to dinner. Patricia, you cannot go out to dinner, okay? You always have to be waiting with your device ready to go for when I do a live video. I may never do a live video, but if in case I do, we have to be there ready to go. Forget dinner. I Oh, it is colder. I feel the cool air. I'm like, why is my nose like, it's the cool air, folks. It's this nice cool air. I'm lowering my vent because the air is beginning. It was like 85, almost 90 today. 85, I think. But I think tonight it's going to go down to the 50s. So I already feel the air nice and cool. Wanda O'Hara. I can't say it. O'Hara. I think it's O'Hara. Maybe it's O'Hara. You ever been a comedian? You have cracked me up so many times in your videos. So funny. I have never been a comedian. I don't even think I'm that funny, tell the truth. Like if you're live with me here, you probably wouldn't think I'm that funny, really. But sometimes when I'm filming, I just say and do some stupid stuff, and sometimes it comes out as funny. So that's how you think I'm funny, but I don't think I'm that funny. I am. I mean, I'm an upbeat guy, and I say some funny stuff, but not all the time. It's not like, some people have the gift to always say funny stuff. Sometimes I'm a hit or miss. Jasmine Ginger says hi. Hi, Jasmine. Jasmine. Thank you, Ricky. Thank you very much. I'm trying to go through the comments. This is the first time for Sandoval Edgar to be on one of my live videos. Well, you haven't missed much. You can just go back and you can watch the other live videos that are now recorded. So they're not going to be live, but they were live when I did them. So I guess you can pretend that I'm live. I know it's not the same thing. Brian says the video is cutting out. Well, it's not on my end. I think it's on your end because nobody else is having that problem and I don't see anything happening over here. So I think it's on your end, Brian. Tim White says hello. You like van life? Was that a question or is that a exclamation point? I don't know. Jason Stutz, I'm watching you while I fast charge my electric car to go Uber in. So you do Uber on your electric car? Those things gotta be a pain. Imagine. I cannot even imagine. I mean, if you have to travel long distances, how the heck do you do that with an electrical car? I mean, think about it. If I go out west and I want to get there as fast as I can, right? So with my van, if I go on a highway, I can do almost 500 miles with a full tank. So when I do 400 and some miles, I find a gas station. And I go in there and I fill up. It takes me 5-10 minutes, right? And I'm done. I'm out of there. If I had an electrical van, how long do I need to be there charging up the batteries? A few hours, and then I drive another 400 some miles. How long the thing lasts? That's fireworks. I don't know if you can hear that. I can hear it. I don't know if you can. And then you have to sit there another few hours charging I mean, it's just, the technology is not there yet, folks. It's just, people are forcing certain technologies on us, but technology cannot be forced. Technology has to be invented, which will come, and then it has to be profitable. And once something is profitable and it works, then, and it's cheap for the masses, for you and me, then people will get it, and then they'll make more and people buy more, and it becomes cheaper, and then people buy more, and that's how it's going to work. You can't force technology on people. You just can't. If it doesn't work, people are not going to buy it. Chubsy Oopsie, I find it funny that it sometimes takes you 5 to 7 minutes to form a thought in your videos. Not really. Sometimes I just have multiple thoughts and then I'm trying to figure out which way I should go. I can form a thought very fast. It might take me 5 or 7 minutes, but I can form it very fast. Jason's thoughts, what do you think of Rivian and their electrical van? I No idea what that is. What is that, a new van type? I don't know. Don't know what that is. George Blake says, I watch most of your videos. This is the first time I've been on your live video. Well, what do you mean you watch most of my videos? How many have you watched? That's a good question there. Yaman says, good evening, Lou. Good evening, Yaman. Yaman. Ricky J, what's your favorite meal of all time? I don't have one. Something that's edible, but I really don't have one. No. I vary what I eat, but I eat pretty much everything, almost within reason. Certain things I really don't like, so. Stephen Gordon, another person, just says, I love watching your videos. This is the first time I've caught you live. Live. Keep on inspiring us. Well, I guess it's my fault because I never announce when how's the image quality? Is it good? I think I've asked that before. I mean, I see a little image on a screen. I guess it's okay, I don't know. So what was I saying? Yes, I guess it's my fault because I don't pre-announce when I'm going to do a video. I guess I should if I knew when I have good service, but I never know when I have good service, so I gave up announcing that that I was going to be live, so I just do it when I can and when I have good service. So, and then it is what it is, you know. Why are people outside today? The image is like, there's people outside. Door closed. Beep, beep. Move away, folks. Move away. Why all the fireworks? It's not the 4th of July. No, I think there's something going on about a mile from here, maybe half a mile. So that's why the fireworks. Something local. Ken Lewis says hello. How you doing, Ken Lewis? Almost similar name there. Joe Average. How much amps do you consume a day? I have no idea. I never checked. I know everything works, even when I had less amperage, less battery power. Everything works. I mean, I have 2 refrigerators running, but they're not running all the time, right? They run for a certain amount of time, and then once they reach the desired temperature, they go on like on a sleep mode, right? So they're not running anymore. They're still on, just not running. I have lights, I have the vent. My vent is almost running all the time except when I'm driving. I guess now with the cover that I have on there, I could even leave it on when I'm driving, but I turn it off. It doesn't have to be running. Um, what else? I mean, grind coffee in the morning, watch TV once in a while, plug in the computer. I've never checked how many amps I consume per day. I mean, to me it's irrelevant. I know that with the system that I have, I can do what I need to do as long as I have sun. If I don't have a lot of sun, then I have to be a little bit more conservative. So yeah, I've really never checked. Jeff Jones asks, "Is this a high production video?" Well, it's high production-ish. It's I call high production videos those videos with hundreds, sometimes hundreds of different clips and lots of things going on, lots of editing. Takes me 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours to edit. That's a high production video. This one here, it's going to take me no time to edit. Um, I guess you could call it high production-ish, something like that. Um, package. Stephen Gordon says, package all your videos on DVD. I wonder if I could do that. I guess I could, but then what? I could sell them. I could sell them on DVD. Why would you buy them on DVD when you can just go on YouTube and watch for free? I could say that I signed it, right? That's a good gimmick, good idea. But who has a DVD player nowadays? I could put it on a thumb drive or something, right? I could do that. Or DVD, whichever people have. I could sign it, so good gimmick. I could include a sticker. I could double the price for the sticker. A signed sticker, I could triple the price right there. You are giving me good ideas. Very good ideas. Very good. Ricky Sports. Awesome. What part of Europe are you from? I could tell you, but why don't you go watch my video? Go down the video list. It's not too far down. And go see the one that I did my DNA test. That will tell you what part of Europe I'm from. So go there. I think it'll be more fun for you to watch that video than me just telling you. So plus, I get another view for that video. And watch the commercials too, so I can get a couple pennies. Hey, you know, I gotta make a little bit of money. Image. Everybody telling me the image quality is good. George Blick says it's very good here. It looks like better than 720. Well, that is on your part. Okay, you can choose how you want to watch YouTube. So you can click. What is it? Click on the three. Yes. So on your screen, if you're watching on a mobile device, you have four things on top. You have the three lines with a plus sign, then you have the arrow, then you have the screen with the Wi-Fi lines, and then you have three dots. So if you click on the three dots right on top, it says the quality. Okay, so you can click on that, and then it gives you a choice of what quality you can pick from. So if you have good Wi-Fi, you can click the highest quality possible. If you don't have good Wi-Fi, then you have to go with the highest that it's going to allow you to still watch and still make it work. So that's on your end. That's not necessarily on my end. Usually all my videos that I upload in 1080p. So I do have devices that film in 4K, but usually if I film in 4K, I still upload, um, I still edit the video. I save it as a 1080p video, not a 4K video. And then I upload it as a 1080p. So I'm gonna cut this short, a couple more minutes. I'm gonna make this video into 60 minutes because I don't want to just keep on talking. Um, Ken Lewis, how do you keep books from falling behind you? They don't fall because they can't fall this way, right? And this way they don't fall because I have this thing here, and I got a couple things. I have a couple things in front of the books, so they don't fall. And plus, because I have this little compartment, they don't flip this way either. You see, if I try to flip them, if you try to flip them, they hit the cabinet there, so they never fall. Bernadette Buckies, beautiful van. You seem down. I seem down. What do you mean? I seem sad? I'm not sad. I'm just keeping it quiet because there's people coming in and out of this hotel. So I'm not down. I'm always the same, kind of. I'm just a little tired right now. I mean, I've been doing some stuff today and just feel tired. Plus, I've been working a lot of hours. That's one reason you don't see as many videos from me, because I'm working a lot of hours, and then at the end of the day, I'm just too tired to edit and too tired. I just want to relax and I just want to go to sleep early. So Patricia says, blew out my MPPT thingy on my solar. Well, that thingy, well, you can blow, I guess. I've seen somebody else on YouTube that had a problem with their MPPT thingy. What's the maker of your thingy? Who makes your thingy? Just wondering to see if it's like my thingy or not. I forgot where I was. All right, Thomas Allen. Hey, Lewis. How you doing, Thomas? He's waving. I wave back. Vivi Baby says, did you ever give, I don't know what that means, HJ to the Pope on vacation? I don't know what that means. I have no idea what that means. I would answer it. I just don't know what it means. Okay, so George is talking about the quality of the image, because right now this is live, so maybe a live video YouTube does not allow any higher quality than 720. So maybe after this video is finalized on YouTube, maybe they'll allow 1080p. So since you were talking about this, George, so maybe tomorrow, if you come back and you try to watch this same video when it's not live, then maybe you can leave a comment and let me know if you can watch it in 1080p or not. So maybe live videos can only go up to 720. I'm not sure. I've never checked. JFB Max. Have a good night from Montreal, Quebec. Bonsoir, mon ami. Go sleepy. Très bien. Yeah, another one. Red Star 46. Have a good night and God bless. Well, God bless. Have a good night. Everybody's leaving me. Darn it. I already went past an hour. I just keep talking and talking and talking. C Chuts 5 Chuts. The name is too complicated. Hope all is well. Working 712 turnaround here. Tired also. 712. So what kind of work you do? If you're driving, just concentrate on the road. Don't look at me. Don't look. These amazing YouTube app only 720. These amazing places. Says YouTube app only 720. Use the Streamlabs app and you can broadcast in 1080p. No. You mean a live video? I don't know. I mean, I know that when I do my regular videos, I upload them at 1080p and you can see them up to 1080p. A live video I never checked, so I would have no idea. I could see your I don't have any freckles. Well, maybe not many. You could see my wrinkles. Okay, so Patricia has a MPPT thingy with the Bluetooth to check the amps. So that is what went out. Okay, so you have something a little bit different from what I got. I got this old thing here. It works fine. It's not an LCD screen. Maybe in the future I do a new van. Maybe I can even put, different things in there. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have one that's an LCD screen and then one that's the old type. Although in some of these RVs that I've seen, you can control your lights. You can control a lot of stuff with the LCD screen. So, is that cool? I guess it is. You can control lights with that, but then if the LCD screen goes bad, how do you control your lights? I mean, I have a switch right here. I can control my lights, but with the LCD screen, if that goes bad, now you're stuck. Elf says, "Oh, I made a live stream." Yes, and he just made it right at the end of it because I am done. You can watch the replay, and then you can do that. But I am tired. What time is it? It's like 10:20 over here local time. I am tired, folks. I'm gonna go to sleep, and now that I lowered the vent a little bit, it's cold, but it's humid a little bit, and I'm feeling the humidity. So I'm either going to be cold or humid. I have a blanket, so that's it, folks. Have a good night. Have a good evening. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter if you are on BLM land like George there watching on BLM land, or if you are parked at a Walmart or a hotel, or it doesn't matter if you are in the United States or Europe, Asia, Africa, it doesn't matter. I hope you have a wonderful day, or evening, or night, or whatever you're doing in your life, and come back again um, next time. So now comes the awkward part of turning this off. I have to reach across, click the X, and now I have to click end. And this is going to end, folks, 6 minutes after I said it was going to end. So